back to the channel. Just wanted to share with you a new product I've been playing with for the last couple days, and I've really been enjoying it. It is a new BetterPress plate, but the thing that makes this one interesting is it has this registration system now. So basically, you have a template and a bunch of different plates that you can use together or separately. The thing that actually made me really excited about this is that like I can use this thank you die all by itself without necessarily having to use these other pieces. And you might be, and this is what the registration piece looks like taped down. And I did use the packaging to kind of protect this. But right before I started filming, I noticed that on Spellbinder's website, you can just download as many of these as you want. They're just on printer paper, so you get basically you can get ink on them when you start to ink everything up. But you know, I'm really happy that they've continued doing their downloadables, so that if there's something you need, you can just sort of print as many as you want. Because if I was going to make one of these, I would just use this and then throw it away, and then print out another one whenever I needed it. And I am really happy they're continuing that. With the colored one, let me just tilt this so there's less glare. As you can see, it's got all the overlapping shapes, and it basically has them color coded by how they think you're likely to use them. You may or may not agree with that. Certainly, you could add or drop some of these elements. Anyway, if I grab a card sample, you can see that the way this lays out, you have a bunch of different colors. I actually did these flowers in the blue, which I kind of like. The original had them in sort of a nice orange color, which I have pulled the. I guess I should bring them up here. I have the In the Garden collection pulled, and then I also have black. So I think that's what I'm going to work with today. But you can certainly work with basically any inks that you have. You could certainly do this whole thing in black as well. But sort of the idea of the whole registration system is so you can get colors that are next to each other without bleeding them too much. As you can see here, this flower is a little off center, but like even when they overlap, they still look pretty good. Anyway, so let me just sort of show you how you would load this up. It's pretty much like you might expect, which is you take your BetterPress, your top plate, and you tape your cardstock down. I have found if you're doing this system, it's a lot easier to just do one piece of cardstock and do all your better pressing on it and then be done than to try and do it, do multiple pieces. Because when you're doing multiple pieces, you kind of move around your paper enough where it's easy to get things out of alignment, like those leaves that we were looking at before. So basically, all you have to do is line this up. We have this sort of these leaves here. So we just want that there, and then we're going to grab our other leaves and just put them right here. You just sort of put them inside the outlines, and then I think we'll do green leaves. I like the green leaves. I think we'll go with that. And then one downside to the setup I have here is like it's a lot easier for these plates to move around because they're on top of plastic. So I would definitely recommend just repositioning things after they are inked, which I'll just do here. As you can see, I got a little bit of ink on there. The other thing you can do is when it's only partially inked like this, you can just sort of hold them down, and that works as well. But I would recommend just you know probably the easiest option here is to just uh, use the actual registration pieces as sort of disposable parts as opposed to doing what I did. But I kind of like that then you're not destroying it every time. You could probably laminate this, but I think you'd have sort of a similar issue where these plates can move around a bit and they don't stay put as much as they would if you magnetize them. So anyway, once your plates are back in alignment, you just use the magnets to put this on. You grab your Platinum 6 or other thing that you would like to use to depending on your machine, and you just crank it through and it works just like every other BetterPress. And then you take it off and we flip and we see we have our leaves are done. So I'm going to speed up this next part as we just finished doing the whole process. And then we'll come back once all these are stamped and we'll just do a little chat at the end. And we're back. Let's take a look at the final reveal and see how that we did. And we did pretty great. I stayed stick stuck. Wow, words today. I stuck with the same color scheme as this card, and you can really see how much nicer this looks with the leaf sort of on its own. Um, you can decide how much you want this inked up. You have sort of like this look where it's just sort of fine lines, and then you have can do sort of a look like this where it's a little bit lighter, so it gives you more of a I don't know, almost more of a dreamy quality. And then you can really ink it up and get a look like this one. So I kind of like it when you mix all the sort of the different vibes that you can have with BetterPress on the same card because it's really nice. And like this is definitely a really nice alternative to just going and printing this in black and then like watercoloring it or using colored pencils. I feel like this is a lot more time efficient. At least that was my feeling after doing a few of these. Because this probably took me, less than 5 minutes, and it looks like a really nice card panel. Of course, you could also just do the thank you and cut it out. I mean, there's a lot of options here. So I think the thing I like best about this system is it really gives you a lot of options as compared to just a standard press plate where it just is, sort of is a single thing. But anyway, thanks for checking this out. If you have thoughts on how to use the registration system or what's worked well for you, let me know. I think that would be awesome. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you all later.